Today I'm going to give you 22 useful tips for first-time cruisers, and some of these pointers were submitted by my viewers. So if you want to know what to pack, what not to pack, how to save time, and how to save money, this video is for you. Hello everyone, I hope you are having a splendid day, and if you're new to my channel, welcome. Okay, so these are some of my best tips for people who have never cruised before. And some of these tips took me years to learn, but I am going to share all of them with you. And some of my awesome viewers gave me their best tips, so I'm going to include those too. So with that being said, let's dive in. Number 1. Always fly in at least one day before you're sailing. Don't take any chances. Just recently, I was leaving on a cruise the day that the aviation system went down. The ship did wait for passengers, but that's not usually the case. Even if you take a very early flight, you never know what could happen. It just isn't worth it. Fly in the day before and enjoy. And try to look for a hotel that has free transportation to the cruise port. Number 2, and this one is from one of my viewers. Research the lines you are considering. Watch YouTube, read reviews on your line and your ship. Thank you, Catherine. I think that's a great tip. Just don't research the cruise line. You want to do a deep dive on the actual cruise ship. If anything, the ship is going to be more important to research than the actual cruise line. Of course, it's important to research the cruise line too, so you know their policies. Number 3, pack medication and important documents in your carry-on. If you check your luggage, it may not arrive at your cabin until that evening. So if you plan to use the pool on embarkation day, carry your swimsuit and sunscreen with you. And number 4 is also from a viewer. I think first-time cruisers should take a 3 or 4 day cruise first, and that's from Dev's mom. That's interesting. I think that 7 days is actually too long for a first cruise, but I think 3 days isn't long enough. The sweet spot for me that I would recommend is 4 or 5 days. That's going to give you enough time to relax, get your bearings on the ship, and really know if a cruise is right for you. Number 5, find out if you are allowed to bring any alcohol with you on board. Many cruise lines allow you to bring 2 bottles of wine or 2 bottles of champagne. This can save you a lot of money, and if you do bring allowed alcohol with you on board, it should be in your carry-on and not in your packed luggage. Number 6 is also from a viewer. Get the drink package if you drink more than a few drinks each day. And that is from Mark. Thank you, Mark. I agree. Cocktails on a cruise can be very pricey. I remember my sister-in-law was with us on her first cruise, and she didn't think she wanted to buy the drink package. And that was until she got her first bill, and she was like, holy crap, I'm going to buy the drink package. And I would add that if you are planning to get the drink package, look at the cruise line's website to see if you can purchase in advance. A lot of times, cruise lines will give you a better deal if you pre-book, so you can save money. Number 7, most cruise lines will allow you to bring non-alcoholic beverages with you on board. So if you're a soda drinker, bring a couple 12-packs with you on board. That way, you're not going to have to pay for the soda package, which can run you up to $15 a day. It's quite pricey. When my kids were little, I would bring a 12-pack of soda on board for each of them, and I would tell them, this is your soda package, and when the soda's gone, you can drink water. And speaking of bottled water, you can bring bottled water with you on board on most cruise lines. Virgin is an exception, though. On Virgin voyages, you can bring all the non-alcoholic beverages you want on board, but they do not allow plastic bottles. So make sure any non-alcoholic beverages you bring on board are in cans. Number 8. Bring toiletries and over-the-counter medicines with you. You can get these on the ship, but they can be very pricey. I once had to pay $40 for a hair conditioner on one sailing because it was all they had. It was a very high-end luxury hair mask. I should have brought my own with me. Number 9, also bring seasick remedies with you. Most people don't have a problem with seasickness on a cruise, but it's better to be safe than sorry. If you do forget it, head over to guest services. They usually have some sort of remedy there and they don't charge for it. And in a pinch, green apples work well. You can grab one at the buffet. Number 10, Bring a no-surge power strip with you. Most cabins don't have a lot of outlets, so if you bring a power strip, you will have enough plugs to charge your electronics. Make sure it is a cruise-approved no-surge power strip, and you can find these on Amazon. Number 11 is from one of my viewers, and it says, don't overpack, and that's from Bill. Thank you, Bill. This is a great tip, but it's easier said than done. But here's a couple pointers. If you are a pool person, you are going to spend most of the time in your bathing suit during the day, so don't worry about bringing too many day clothes. On many cruises, I have worn the same jean shorts almost every day and then just changed for evening. Also, here's another hint. Decide on a color combo and stick to it so you can mix and match. My mom did this on a recent cruise, and it was really smart. She stuck to black, white, and gray. Absolutely everything in her suitcase matched. Number 12. While we are on the subject of packing, consider packing cubes. That way you can separate clothes by category in your suitcase, and packing cubes make it so easy to unpack. You simply take a cube out, place it in a drawer, and you're done. Number 13. There are also some things you should not bring with you. Items like clothes irons, candles, incense, and bleach are prohibited. If you bring items like these, you may get called to the naughty room. I have an entire video on banned items, and I will put the link in the description box if you want to check it out. Number 14 is from a viewer. If you can afford it, always get a balcony, especially if it is one with a red hammock. Shout out to Virgin. I love it. Choosing the right cabin is really important in order to have a good cruise, and I always recommend balconies if you're on a long cruise or you're on an Alaskan cruise. Then you're definitely going to want a balcony. But the fact is, a lot of people don't spend a lot of time in their room, so a balcony can be a waste of money. But for others, it's a must. My husband spends a ton of time on the balcony whenever we cruise. It's his favorite place to read, listen to audiobooks, and just relax. But the one category I would not recommend for first-time cruisers is an interior cabin. Being on a cruise ship is unique enough for your first trip. Being in a room with no natural light takes that newness to a whole new level. So I would definitely recommend at least getting an ocean view because it is nice to have natural light. Number 15. But if you do get an interior cabin, bring a nightlight with you. Or your TV in your stateroom may have a channel where they're showing the camera view off of the ship. Put this channel on when you go to sleep with no volume, and as the sun begins to rise, your TV will begin to glow, so it will gently wake you up. Number 16. There are a couple other things that you might want to bring with you that I find very useful. First is a portable fan like this one. You can get these for under $20 on Amazon, and these are great for when you're sitting by the pool or on your balcony or even on the beach. It has 3 speeds, and it actually has a very, very good breeze. I love these. It's cheap, and it really does come in handy. Another item I love is this portable safe. It has a steel cable handle, and it locks, and it has plenty of room for your passports and your valuables. You wrap it around a lounge chair, for example, and lock it so you don't have to worry about your stuff while you're swimming in the ocean. And it's so much safer than putting your things in a shoe. Now, the next group of tips is for when you are on the ship. Number 17 is take some time to explore the ship. On day 1, I recommend starting on the top deck and working your way down. Getting your bearings right away will make you feel comfortable, and you'll have a basic idea of where things are. Number 18. As soon as possible, you want to get all the business things that you need to do out of the way so you can relax and enjoy your vacation. Unpack and make dining and show reservations if you didn't do it prior to the cruise. Oh, and if you need to go to guest services and it's a madhouse on day 1, just wait until dinner time and then go down. Usually the crowds are gone. Number 19. Don't purchase basic internet if premium is an option. Internet can be very slow on a cruise, and basic Wi-Fi will probably just leave you frustrated and you'll end up upgrading anyway. Oh, and on cruises, internet packages are usually for 2 or 3 devices, so you can share one package with the person you're traveling with. There's no need to purchase 2 packages if you only have 2 or 3 devices. Number 20. Instead of paying for bottled water, just go up to any bar and ask for a glass of water. It's free, and water on cruise ships is safe to drink. And better yet, bring a reusable water bottle with you and just ask the bartender to fill it up. Number 21. If you can't decide between entrees, order both. It's not unusual on a cruise for people to order 2 appetizers, 2 entrees, or 2 desserts. And here's a bonus tip. Most cruise lines have cheese plates on their dessert menu, but I always order one as an appetizer. And finally, we're at number 22, and this one is about disembarkation. If possible, I always recommend that you keep your luggage with you and you self-disembark and carry off your luggage. And here's why. You are going to be one of the first to get off the ship. So if there's a problem at customs or passport control, you're going to be first in line. I have experienced an occasion where the luggage ramp actually broke and they couldn't get the luggage off the ship. In my experience, you don't want to end your vacation standing in a long line or waiting for your luggage. Just carry your luggage off with you if you can. I hope you found this video informative. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up, and I'd also like to invite you to subscribe to my channel. I do all kinds of cruise videos, and I would absolutely love it if you would join my traveling party. Do you have a great tip for new cruisers? If so, let me know in the description box. I would love to read them. I will definitely be doing a follow-up video to this one where I give even more great tips for new cruisers. So if you don't want to miss it, hit that subscribe button. If you'd like to talk cruising with me just a little bit longer, I will link to videos at the end that I think you might like. The video on the left is 10 unique and useful things you should bring with you on a cruise vacation. I talked about a couple of them in this video, but I have a lot more suggestions for you. And the video on the right is how to plan the perfect friends, couples, or girls cruise, where I give you some great tips on planning a group cruise. Until next time, I hope you have happy and safe travels. I appreciate you and thank you so much for watching. Bye.